Hatter's Gymnasium was filled to capacity once again at its 4th annual FIRST Robotics Tournament. 40 teams from around the Delaware Valley participated in 2 days of competition. This year, the objective of the tournament changed a bit as explained in this video.
The objective is to build stacks of totes, place recycling bins on top, and recycle litter.
The game is played by 2 alliances of 3 teams each on a 27 by 54-foot field.
Teams will focus on working together in alliances as opposed to directly interacting with opponents.
This year is much different than all the rest because it's a different challenge because there's no robot-to-robot interaction. Because you see the line down the center, you can't cross it, whereas most years, especially in our region, is extremely defensive, and you have to make a drivetrain that is able to push and able to be hit against.
I don't really like the fact that there's no direct competition between the 2 alliances. How it's completely separate. But that's just me.
But maybe that could be a positive as well. We've been talking for the last 2 matches. We've been talking with people on the other alliances to get the cooperation points, which is really interesting to work with people on the other team. It's a brand new experience for us, and I think that's what they were trying to aim for, trying to have everyone work together. And if that was their goal, it worked. It certainly worked.
Even though the strategy of the game changed this year, the challenge of building a robot and making it function in a short amount of time was still daunting.
It's definitely a challenge for an engineer. It's got its ups and its downs, but I think it's as the season progresses, it should turn out to be pretty competitive. I think we'll see a lot of strategies forming and strategies not working.
The main challenge right now, and we've had this challenge for the last 4 or 5 years, is trying to make an autonomous mode where the robot can drive itself and do different functions during the first 15 seconds of the match. And currently we're having an issue where it's driving too far, and that actually makes us not able to score some of the points that are possible.
Hatboro-Horsham High School Team 708 was able to make adjustments and move from 37th place on Saturday to a 20th place finish on Sunday. Along with competing and running the event, the Hatters team ran VIP tours showing spectators all the different roles and aspects students play in creating a robot.
This is a milling machine. It's considered one of the most versatile of all machines that you can run bits on.
I'm usually the millist on the team, so I operate a machine just like this. There's one right there as well. But what I do is whenever they need holes at a very high precise level, or whenever they need drags that work across a piece, I make stuff like that. During the competition, teams might break apart, and usually I help fix it. Also, what might happen is they might be overweight of the 120-pound limit. So in that case, I'll help them lighten their loads. That way they can actually go play. Sometimes teams need parts all of a sudden, and then usually I make those as well. So a lot of times teams will just walk in with a drawing, and then I make the actual piece from scratch.
Whether it's building a part on site or reprogramming software to solve complex problems, Hatboro-Horsham High School students are gaining 21st century skills. But to them, joining the robotics club means more than preparing for the future.
It's special, but it's worth it. I mean, the reward of helping other people is great.
One of the most rewarding aspects of being part of robotics, and I guess specifically programming I'm going to talk about, is when you actually get the robot from the mechanical team and then you upload your code for the first time and then you see stuff actually working.
In 9th grade year, I didn't have much to do, so one of my teachers was like, "Ben, how about you do a club?" And he showed me robotics halfway through the season, and so I was like, okay, this actually seems pretty interesting. So I joined and got into it, and it's pretty awesome.
So we create such a family atmosphere that you can honestly come here with any problem, whether it's I don't understand what happened in math class, or I really just need a friend to tell me that everything's going to be okay tomorrow. There's always someone there for that, even if it's not a student or a mentor. It's just truly a unique spot that I don't find anywhere else in this school.